And today I'm bringing you a video which is based on becoming the best version of yourself. And this video I hold really dearly to my heart. It's something that is really, really important to me, and it has been a game changer ever since I decided to take control and be like, I need to focus on myself and really become the woman that God called me to be. So I'm really hoping that someone out there, whoever's watching, takes something from this video and is able to implement any of the things that I've done for themselves in order to become the best version of themselves and be the human being that God called them to be. So I'm hoping you like this video. I really was like so excited to bring it out and put it out there for you all. So I'm hoping you enjoy it. So with that being said, let's get into the video. So I came up with a little method called PPS, which stands for practical, physical and spiritual. And those are the elements that I applied to all the areas in my life that I felt like I needed to change and work on and improve. So that's what I found was really good, like just having a starting point like that. Those were the core elements that I used, and I found that it was very highly effective, and it was something that I was able to build upon, and I'm still building too. I'm not at that point where everything's just great, because we continually change, and it's always good to continue to find ways and methods and different things to be the best version of yourself and be better, because when you're better, everything around you, everyone around you feels better, and it's just really nurturing for yourself as well, to feel that you are doing everything you can to really and truly be the person that you are created to be by God. Okay, so the first thing that I've done, and this is number one on the list, I will have somewhere on the screen, I'll have things coming up so that you're able to like get a visual of what I'm talking about as well, in case you want to take some notes. So the first thing I did was I made a list of all the things that I needed to work on and things that I needed to change, and they consisted of my relationships, my relationship with God, my fitness routine, my time management and my finances. Those were all the elements that I looked at myself and thought, do you know what? These are the areas that I really need to pour into and work on and get to a place, a good and high standard, so that I can move forward through life without having any bumps and hiccups in the road. So I'll suggest making a list with anything is such a good idea. I live by list. It's something that I consistently do. And when you have things visually laid out, it's also very helpful, because daily you're able to see the things that you want to work on, the areas that you need to improve on, and then you can make small steps each day in order to get yourself to that place. So I highly recommend making a list. It really helps me just to pinpoint the areas that I need to focus on, and it also helps to not get so overwhelmed thinking, oh my gosh, there's so much that I need to do. How am I going to fit all these in? How am I going to get this done? How am I going to get that done? But once you've outlined everything, you're then able to break things down into little sub areas, and then you work on each part bit by bit. So I would work on my fitness routine bit by bit, my relationships bit by bit, as well as my time management. I would focus on different areas, and then I just move on that way. So that's sort of how I kept it all together and under control. So number two on this list is I made a list of, I made a list of all the things that truly, genuinely make me happy, and all the things that I don't enjoy doing, so that I was able to get a clear picture of what I like and what I don't like. And that helps with avoiding people pleasing and just saying yes to everything, because you just want to make everyone around you happy. You need to really sit down and think to yourself, like, do I actually enjoy that? Is this going to bring me joy? Is this something that I'm going to want to do in the long term? Or is this going to affect my well-being? Is this going to affect my mood? So I really started just to put myself first. Like, there's an element of being selfish, but the selfishness is good when it's benefiting yourself, when it's something that's going to grow you and bring growth. So what I did doing that was a real game changer for me. I was able to write down everything that I enjoy, from dancing, listening to music, taking time out to have some quiet time, reading, watching some shows, just everything that I really enjoy doing. So it's good to just have a look and see on paper, like, the things that you like and the things that you generally like doing. So when you're invited out somewhere, or when your friends might call you to do something, or when you're asked to do something, it's easier for you to say no and just stand firm in what you want for yourself and what truly makes you happy, because this life is so short. We can't waste any time not putting ourselves forward and putting ourselves first in terms of really just looking at what makes us happy, because every moment spent, time is of the essence. So when you have time, we have to spend it wisely. I remember looking at time as something that was just here and there. Like, I had poor time management. I would just like do things as and when, didn't really have a structure. I was quite disorganized, but I realized all that, it needs to change. So when it comes down to it, really make and put effort into writing down things that you really enjoy, because you will thank yourself for it. It will help you to stop saying yes to things that you don't want to do, and also just narrow down your plan and scale of things to make sure that you're somebody who is really staying true to yourself and protecting your peace and maintaining your happiness. So I really wanted to include this section talking about fear, and a life coach that I admire and support so much, he's called Tony Gaskins. In his video, he shared an acronym on fear, which was false evidence appearing real. Is that right? I'm sorry, I was just checking to make sure that was right. And that spoke volumes to me, because it comes to points in time where we really want to do something, but then fear overcomes us, and then we instantly fall back to our comfort zones, and then we retreat back to the areas that we feel safe, and we feel like this is somewhere that I can move in. I don't need to push myself, or I don't need to do anything more. But having fear is really just something that will hold you back. Ultimately, it will keep you from reaching higher heights and really being the true person you are called to be in this world. And also, I will show you guys a devotional that I've been doing that has helped me to build on my relationship with God. It is by Joyce Meyer, and it's called the Confident Woman Devotional. I will link it for you guys in the description box, and I'll also probably put a picture up so you guys can sort of see it clearly and gauge it. And if any, it's for women, if anyone is interested in having this, I would highly recommend it. It really has helped me to just increase my relationship with God, and also pull me closer to God daily, and I've just seen immense changes so far. So I would highly recommend getting this. So I'll make sure that it's in the description box below. And in terms of going back to fear, we have to really reach our full potentials. We have to be the people that we'll put on this earth to be. So letting fear hold us back will just destroy all of that for us. So if you can, this is something, fear, I always say, do it afraid. Like, just do it scared. You might be scared to do something, but just do it afraid, because at the end of the day, you won't be able to see, you don't know what's on the other side of fear. Like, there's so much happiness placed on the other side of fear, like stepping out in faith. Like, even doing what I'm doing now, being on YouTube, coming in front of an audience, is something that I just stepped out in faith and just did it scared anyways. And now I'm enjoying it. It's something that I'm so happy I've done, and I just can't believe I'm actually sitting here making videos and reaching out to people who are all around me and in different countries. There's so many people that I'm able to reach, which was a big dream of mine. So I would say that making sure that you are putting yourself out there and taking a leap of faith, because you will always reap benefits in the end. Okay, so let's on to the third point, I think. And this is about creating boundaries. I can't scream and shout to the heavens on this one. Honestly, having boundaries is the most important thing that we can all have, honestly, because when you set yourself boundaries, then you know what you're saying no to and what you're saying yes to, and what you stand for. Ultimately, you know what you stand for. So I would say putting in some nice boundaries for yourself will really be something that's highly beneficial. When I put boundaries in place, I had to put boundaries in and put out things that I'm not comfortable doing, things that I don't want to do. I don't have to give any explanations. You just have your boundaries, and when you have boundaries, then your people will respect you for them, because you feel like you've got values, and these are my boundaries, and I would hope that you respect them and you take them into consideration, because there's something that I hold important and dearly to my heart. So that's what I would honestly say. Having boundaries is the most important thing you can have as well. And I would say, just if you see me looking over, it's because I'm just checking my notes and I want everything to be on point. So in terms of boundaries, I would say boundaries is something that will keep you safe, and also again will protect your peace. that will keep you in the bubble of peace. We all want peace. We don't want to have any disruptions in our lives. We want to be able to live happy and free. And having boundaries will keep you in and amongst that space and bubble of peace, serenity, and calmness. We need a lot of calm. And having boundaries is something that will put you in the right gear to having that sort of element of peace within your life. Trust me on that one. Set boundaries, set boundaries, set boundaries. You do not want to be a walking doormat. No one should be walking all over you, because that is not your portion at all. You are somebody of high esteem. You are powerful. You have potential. You are somebody who needs to be respected. So in that being said, boundaries has to be set, put in place. Just having boundaries doesn't mean you're a mean person or you're standoffish. It's just something that you do to protect yourself and protect your peace. So I recommend putting boundaries in place for everyone. It's something that you should just do for yourself. It's really important, and it's something that you will thank yourself for in the future. All right, so the fourth point is taking in new knowledge and picking up new skills frequently, especially in the areas that you have identified that need change and improvement. When I done that was something that I hands down was the best thing I could have ever done, and helped me to focus on each area and take my time to really work through what I can do and pick up skills that were practical and were feasible for me to actually do, and wasn't something that was too hard. And I also enjoyed it in the process, and I was learning new things that I was able to then share with my friends and family. So it's like we're all winning. So that one I would say is really, 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 really important. Learning something new is always going to benefit you. Like, you can't lose when you're learning something new. It's always good to just increase your growth in terms of your knowledge. It's always good to keep learning. There's no time we stop learning. Just because we might be done with school doesn't mean you can't stop learning. And now you can start learning things and picking up skills in areas that are truly going to benefit you and push you forward into reaching your full potential and being the true person that you are called to be. So that one I would say is really, really important. If you can do anything from this list, if you take this one away, I'll be really happy. And I will also leave you guys with saying, when it comes to taking in new knowledge, there are different platforms that people do use to take in knowledge. I hear all the time Skillshare. I tried Skillshare for this is not sponsored, by the way, but I went on Skillshare and was able to learn different skills, and I took a lot from there. So if that's something that you find beneficial, I would recommend jumping into that and taking a leap of faith. There's no harm in it. You're not going to lose anything. You're only going to gain. So I suggest making sure that you take those steps that you need in order to get yourself into the place that you need to be. So this one is a bonus because I've only listed out 4 points. This is a bonus, and this one is having a supportive network around you. I can't scream this one enough. Having people around you that are for you, they want you to win, they want you to succeed, they love you, they care for you, they support you, they're there for you when you need them, they're there when you call them, text them, email them, whatever. They are there. They're your cheerleaders, they're rooting for you. They're like, whatever you need, we are here for you. Whatever you need to do, we're here to help you, and whatever you need to achieve, we'll help you achieve them. These are the types of people that you need to have in your supportive network. If you have anyone you feel like is lingering around you that is just negative and they're not breathing any life into your life, then they need to be removed. They don't need to be there. You have the power to remove people in your life who do not bring you any joy or any happiness and don't benefit you in any sort of way. So I would say that this one is so important and so dear. I hold this one dear to my heart. Having a supportive network is so important. Having people to lean on when you in times of need, people to lean on when you're feeling weak or weary is really, really important. Just to have these people around you, and then you know that they're always there for you. So if you have that for yourself already, that is amazing. And if you don't, there's no harm in making that step to just look into your friends, look into the people around you, and just really sit down and think, is this person bringing joy and happiness into my life? Is this person somebody that will help me? Is this person someone that will support me in my times of need? Are they on board with ideas or dreams that I have? Looking into those things and answering and having those questions in your head, and just sitting down with yourself and just taking a little inventory of the people that you surround yourself with, then that is something that will really help you in the long run. It's something that will boost your mood, will boost your what can I say? It's just something all rounder that will really just help you to fulfill the person that you need to be and become the best version of yourself ultimately, because we all want to keep getting better and growing and being better for ourselves. And ultimately, when we have that, everyone wins. It's a win-win situation. So I would say taking inventory of the people that you keep around you and you have around you is really, really important, and it's something that you should take seriously and take your time in doing so. I was blessed to being able to have, I'm pretty blessed and have people around me that always love and support me and help me. So in that case, I didn't have to do too much there. But honestly, it's the best thing that you can do, and it's the best step to do. You have to have people around you who are enriching you, who are supporting you, and who are loving you and want to see you win. Because when you have that, you will have a lot of peace and calm, and you won't feel so stressed out. You won't be feeling anxious, because you know that you can go to people who are going to lift you up and give you that support and boost that you may need. Thank you so much for listening and watching my video. I hope you took a lot from it. And if you did, let me know in the comments below. I really like to hear from you all. And also, if you're interested in the pajama set I'm wearing, it's from Boohoo, and I'll link that in the description bar for you all. It's really nice and comfortable. I'll link that for you all, for anyone who is interested in getting it for themselves. And let me know also in the comments below the types of things that you've done to become the best version of yourselves. I'll be interested in hearing that and seeing what you guys have done for yourselves. So that's something I might be able to get some tips from it and incorporate into my life as well. And that's it from me. See you guys soon in another video. Take care and enjoy your day.